Okay, hi guys, welcome to my channel. I literally just recorded a video, and I was like, I actually have something else to say. So let me say it before I forget, because one thing that the stroke did that messed me up, I forget a lot. I forget a lot. I could literally be coming to to do something like in the kitchen or wherever, like walking maybe 2 or 5 steps, and I won't. By the time I get there, I won't remember what it is that I was going to do. So I was like, okay, you know what? This has been something that I've been thinking about probably for the past 2 years. Every time I see something about it or concerning it online, then I'll be like, but no, man. I want to think about this and I want to analyze it based on what I've heard, based on what I've read and what I've seen. Um, wait, who is that? I'm back. I wanted to know what makes a man the head of the household. I know the whole Bible thing and how God decided that a man is going to be the head of the household, and how with culture a man was put as the head of the household. Né? What quantifies a man to become the head of the household? Is it because of work? Because, like back then, was it because they worked more traditionally now? Was it because they worked and brought money home and our grandparents were not working? That's why. That's what quantified them to be men. That's what made them good enough to be the head of the household. Or is it because they bring the seed? Basically, a woman would never be able to expand her family without the man. So that's what makes them the head of the household. It's something that has bothered me for the longest time, because I feel like there's very different views and very different opinions when it comes to this, and especially in this day and age where the most men our age, in their 30s and in their 40s, maybe early 50s, they always, when they talk about a man of the household, the head of the household, they always speak of how respected they should be. They always speak of how they provide for their family, and financially, that is. But they don't. I don't hear anyone speaking about the head of the household providing for their family emotionally, physically, and all of those things. Most men, regardless of work, they do not have physical relationship with their kids, with their wives, unless when they want that one particular bedroom bedroom activity. They don't act as an emotional support for the women. So, like, where does it start and where does it end for a man to be the head of the household? Like, I want to know, does it only start with them taking care of the household financially and ending there, or does it extend to the other parts of life? Because we don't only depend on finances to live. There's people who live without money, basically with barely any money. I've done that. I've been doing that. So what, like, where does it start and where does it end? And when a man can't provide for their family financially, if that's what makes them the head, then what are they? Or can they be the head even if they don't provide for the family financially? I believe they can if they are supporting the family in the other ways, but at the same time, at this day and age, it's difficult to support a man, because men will leave you in the desert without water and you will be left with nothing. And something random that bothers me, especially because now women are working for themselves more than our parents, our grandparents did. Maybe not more, we just have more opportunities, because if you remember your mom, your grandmother, they were always working, they were always going out there hustling, even though they are men, were still working somewhere. So when did the women not work in our lives? Yes, they worked, but most women that I know, women that are now in their late 60s, 70s, and 80s, what I know, like in my community and other communities that I've been to, they would go and work as helpers. Those that are married, I'm talking about the ones that were married now, they would go and help out in people's houses. When they come back to the home, then they would give whatever money they got from cleaning someone's house, doing their laundry, taking care of their kids, and they would give it to the man, because the man is the head of the household, which was, I feel like that was another form of abuse. Our parents were really abused when it comes to finances, but Obviously they had no other option because it was a man's world more than it is now. It's still a man's world, but it was worse back then. So our mothers were taking care of us, our grandparents, grandmothers were taking care of us, they were taking care of their husbands, they were taking care of the household, they were making sure we got to school, we ate, our clothes were clean, but they were also making sure they go out there and hustle and make money. Hence, we have grandparents that were cleaners, helpers in people's houses, and hence we have grandparents who used to cook food and go sell it in the mines. If you grow up in a place where there's mines, you will know this. They would go and sell in the mines. Men were not doing that. Men were at the mine. Men would go and work in construction and all of those things. But our moms were doing the working as well. So was there ever a time where the women were literally sitting down, like maybe let's say 100% or at least okay 80% of the women, they were sitting down on their butts and not doing anything, and the men were doing everything. When I say not doing anything, not bringing in any financial help at home. Like 80%, just 80%. Was there ever a time, according to your knowledge? I would love to know that. Let me know in the comment section below. These are random thoughts that I have. I just need people to make me understand, because nothing makes me angry as people saying that women need to give men more grace. Women need to work towards certain things more.